Hi Pamela. Okay, we're going to get straight into it this evening. Tonight's practice is going to be a hold for 5 breaths. So again, we're going to allow the body to open, the fascia, and we're really going to just take our time. But it'll be a flow, so we'll be up and down, so we get a good range of movement. Okay, so we're just going to come to the front of the mats, making sure that your feet are hip distance apart, so about 2 fists. Out apart of your ankle in line with your baby toe. Now really press down to the 4 corners of the feet and rise up tall. So you want to stack your head over your heart, heart over your pelvis. And just take a moment to roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears, reaching your fingertips down towards the floor. No sticking the chest out, keep that lower rib cage knitting down. Stand up as tall as you can. So imagine that there is a piece of string at the top of your head and pulling you up nice and tall. So again, 5 deep breaths. Long exhale out, draw your belly button back towards your spine. And again, deep breath in. Long breath out. And as you're breathing, try and breathe down past your belly button. Really letting the belly expand, fill it up with air. And empty out the lungs completely. Scanning the body as you stand here tall. From your toes to the top of your head. And on your next inhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. Exhale. Inhale, reaching your hands up. Look up toward your thumbs. And we're going to hold for 5. So if that's too uncomfortable on your neck, just look forward and bring your biceps as close to your ears as possible. And then slide your shoulder blades down the back. Breathe, pushing your hips forward, keeping your tailbone tucked under and draw your kneecaps up. 3 more deep breaths. Really reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Keep the tailbone tucked under and stretching through your side body. Take 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly fold. So fold out over the legs, coming all the way down, looking towards your shins. Now bend your knees as much as you need to get your fingertips to the floor. Lean out over your legs, looking towards the shins, and bring the crown of the head facing towards the floor. Again, bending your knees as much as you need to, but make sure that you're leaning forward. Feeling that space being created between each vertebrae. Breathe, and as you exhale again, really draw your belly button back towards your spine. Two more deep breaths. And then inhale, hands on your shins, flat back, halfway lift. So try and bring your shoulders in line with your hips, push your tailbone back and reach the crown of the head forward. So don't have your hands on your shins, have your hands just below don't have your hands on your knees, have your hands on your shins. Press into your shins, reach the crown of the head forward. And if your shoulders are rounded, slide your shoulder blades on the back. Breathe. Really exhale, drawing your belly button back towards your spine to support your lower back. Two more deep breaths. Last one. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees, big step back with your right leg. Slowly lower your right knee, top of your right foot, left knee over left ankle. I'm just going to hold here in a low lunge. So drop your hips down and forward, open your chest out towards your shoulders and slide your shoulder blades down the back. Pressing firmly into your left foot and your right foot, keeping your core engaged, so drawing that belly button back and up. Letting your hips drop down and forward. Keep your chest proud and open. Chin parallel with the floor and the crown of the head pressing up towards the ceiling. Two more deep breaths. Let your hips drop down and forward. Keep pulling that left hip crease back. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Plant your palms, big step back into your downward facing dog or tabletop. And from here, we're just going to bend and straighten your legs, but nice and slowly. If you're in tabletop, just look at one hip and then the other. Really stretching out through the hamstrings. Keep those fingers spread. Keep your hips up high and pressing your heels one after the other down towards the floor. Slight bend in the elbows so that you don't knock them out. Breathe. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, lower to your knees. Slowly lower your chest and your chin to the floor. So bend your elbows back and flatten out the body. So reaching your legs back, sliding your hands underneath your shoulders and squeeze your elbows in towards your ribcage. Now if you have any lower back issues, come into Sphinx pose, elbows underneath your shoulders and your hands are as wide as your shoulders. If you don't, bend your elbows into your ribcage, press up, inhale, cobra. We're going to hold for 5 deep breaths. So if you're experiencing any lower back pain, just come down a little bit lower or into that Sphinx pose. So draw your elbows in towards your ribcage and back, open your chest, look forward. Press your hips and your lower body into the mat and breathe. 4 more deep breaths. And again, engage your core to support your lower back. Shoulders down away from the ears. Press your toenails into mat, all 10 fingers. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, slowly release. Curling your toes under, press yourself back to tabletop or downward facing dog and hold. So we're going to hold for 5 deep breaths. Spread your fingers, head in between the arms. Bend your knees and press your heels down towards the floor. Press your chest back towards the tops of your thighs. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it all the way through to the front. Now if it only comes halfway, grab it and bring it forward. Toes to the front of your mat. Drop your back knee down. Right knee over right ankle. Inhale, lift your chest. Low lunge. Fingertips to the mat. Roll your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Chin parallel with the floor. And try and relax through the lower back and the buttocks, but keep this right hip pulling back. 3 more deep breaths. And if you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, the audible breath, you can use that, the restriction of the back of the throat, that ocean sound. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your back knee. Exhale, step left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins and hold. So your shoulders are in line with the hips. Press the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. Engage your core to support your lower back. Breathe. Squeezing your shoulder blades down the back. Extending the crown of the head forward, tailbone back. 2 more deep breaths. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, fold. This time try and come deeper into this fold, maybe by straightening the legs a little bit more. And you can either have your hands either side of your foot or your feet, or grab your calves and draw yourself closer towards your legs. Again, breathe, crown of the head down towards the floor, maybe straighten the legs a little bit. Breathing into anywhere that you feel tightness or tension. Last deep breath. Long exhale out. And then bend your knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Hands up, look up and hold. So again, you can look up towards your thumbs, or if that's uncomfortable on your neck, just look forward. Wherever you are, slide those shoulder blades down the back, push your hips forward. Deep breath. Lifting up out of your hips, keeping your tailbone tucked under, drawing your kneecaps up. Pressing your palms firmly together. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release your hands down to centre. And relax your hands down by your side. So just scan your body, notice how it feels. So we're going to keep the feet hip distance apart. So again, that's 2 fists. Outer part of your ankle in line with your baby toe. And really press down firmly to the 4 corners of the feet. Stand up tall in your mountain pose. Rolling your shoulders back down away from your ears and palms down by the side. Reach your fingertips down towards the floor. Press the crown of the head towards the ceiling. You feel the back of your neck lengthen. Chin parallel with the floor. 5 deep breaths. So maybe it's the first time you've noticed your breath all day. And notice with how each exhale that you relax a little bit more. The stress and the tension leaves the body and the mind. And it brings you very much into the present moment. The here and the now. And your next inhale, bringing your hands to your heart center. Exhale. Inhale, big step back with your right leg. Step your heel in line with your left and turn your toes slightly up. So your left foot is straight. Place your hands on your hips and bend into your front knee. Now you want to turn your body towards the right long edge of your mat and then reach your arms out long. Rolling your shoulders back and down, looking out over your left middle finger. Now press firmly through that back leg, but don't lock out the knee, keep the knee soft. Breathe. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, keeping your shoulders over your hips. Keeping your left knee in line with your big toe and your next big toe. 3 more deep breaths. Sink the hips a little bit lower, but keep that left knee over the left ankle. Make sure those wrists stay in line with the shoulders. Squeezing those inner thighs together to strengthen through the legs. And then inhale, reach your hand forward, and exhale, lean back, reverse warrior. So keep that front knee bent. Slide your right hand down your right leg, reach your left arm back. Breathe, keep your chin lifted off your chest. Keep your core engaged, keep that left knee bent. 3 more deep breaths, now stick with it. Keep those legs strong, pressing through both feet firmly, breathing into this left rib cage. Take 1 more deep breath in and exhale, slowly release. Bring your left elbow on top of your left knee, palm facing up. Bring your right hand onto your left rib cage. Drag your hand across, reach your right arm up, and then exhale, reach your right fingertips forward. So your right bicep is by your right ear. Now turn your chest open to the long edge of the mat. Press firmly through that back leg. Breathe, keep that right knee soft, don't lock it out. 3 more deep breaths. Relax your face, your jawline. Squeeze those inner thighs together. And then inhale, come back up, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, look up. 3-pointed star, now firm through the legs. Palms together, if it's uncomfortable on your neck, just look forward. Sliding your shoulder blades down the back. Squeezing those inner thighs together, pressing your hips to the long edge of the mat, pressing forward. 2 more deep breaths. Lift up out your hips another little bit if you can. Take 1 more deep breath in and exhale, slowly release. Place your hands on your hips, turn your left toes in. So now you're facing the long edge of the mat. So your toes are in, your heels are out. Maybe you need to widen your stance a little bit. Soft bend in the knees, hands onto your hips. Inhale, look up and back. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forward. So we're just going to place your fingertips to the mat. So bend your knees as much as you need to bring your fingertips to the mat. Push your tailbone back, reach the crown of the head forward for halfway lift. Breathe. Slide your shoulder blades onto the back. Press strongly through your feet into the knife's edge of the feet as well. Back nice and long. Engage your core. So really draw your belly button back towards your spine as you exhale. Draw your inner thighs together. Firm and through the legs. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, fold. If you need to bend your knees and look between your legs. So just let your upper body hang. Wide-legged forward fold. If you can, try and bring your fingertips in line with your toes and bend your elbows back between your legs. So you're leaning out over your legs. Try and straighten your legs a little bit as you lean forward, bringing the crown of the head in the direction of the floor. Now if the crown of the head meets the floor, great. If not, it doesn't matter. Just press the crown of the head down towards the floor. Inhale to expand and exhale to fold deeper. Really draw that belly button back. Keep pressing firmly through both legs. Bend your knees, place your hands onto your hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Look up. And exhale, turn your right toes out. So align your heels. Your right heel is in line with your left. Turn your left toes up slightly and your right toes are straight. So you're facing the other end of the mat. Keep your hands on your hips, bend into the front knee. So your right knee is over your right ankle. Push your hips forward to the long edge of the mat and reach your arms out. Rolling your shoulders back and down, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Make sure that your wrists stay in line with your shoulders and reach your hands out in opposite directions. Let your hips sink down and forward, but keep that right knee in line with your big toe, next big toe. 4 more deep breaths. I know the legs are getting tired, so breathe down into them. It's only a 30-minute practice, so make every minute count. Breathe. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lean back. Left hand comes down the left leg, reaching your right fingertips back. Now keep your front knee bent. Keep your tailbone tucked under and core engaged. Draw your belly button back and up. Reach those right fingertips back. Don't lock out that left knee. Keep a softness in the left knee. 3 more deep breaths. Really opening up into that right rib cage. Take 1 more deep breath in and exhale, slowly release. Bring your right elbow on top of your right knee, palm facing up. Bring your left hand onto your right rib cage. Drag it across, reach your left fingertips up and then exhale, reach your left fingertips forward. So your left bicep is by your ear and you're opening your chest to the long edge of the mat. Now really press firmly through that back leg. Again, don't lock it out. Breathe. Engage your core so you're not totally relying on that right elbow for support. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Keep opening the chest to the long edge of the mat. Take 1 more deep breath in and exhale, release. Come back to your warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your legs, straighten your arms, look up. 3-pointed start. Slide your shoulder blades down the back. Look up towards your thumbs if it's comfortable on your neck. If not, just look out in front. Now keep your tailbone tucked under, pushing your hips forward. Relax your shoulder blades down the back, pressing the palms, the hands together. Lifting through the side body, up out of your hips. Take 1 more deep breath in and exhale, release your hands to your hips. Turn your right toes in. Back to that wide-legged forward fold. So turn your toes in, heels out. Lift through the kneecaps, inhale, look up. And exhale, hinge from your hips. Bring your fingertips to the floor and exhale, fold. Now this time, walk your fingertips between your legs away from you so that you fold and you straighten your arms back. Try and bring the palms, the hands to the floor. Breathe. If you can bring the crown of the head, again, great. If you can't, Just keep your hands supporting you in front. Breathe. Press in front. Keep lifting those kneecaps up, keep leaning forward. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, start to walk your hands forward. Bend your knees, place your hands onto your hips. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, heel toe your feet in. So walk your feet in a little bit, turn your toes out. Bring your hands to your heart center, take a deep breath in. And exhale, come down into your yogic squat. So make your way all the way down. If you're on your toes, stay on your toes, but if you can, try and bring your feet onto the floor. Now it doesn't matter if you fall back, it's all part of the practice. Now press your elbows firmly into your knees, open your knees out left and right. Try and bring your thumbs towards your chest. We're just going to hold for 5. Move side to side, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1, and slowly release. Bring one hand behind and then the other, and stretch out the legs. Just bounce the knees, windshield wiper the feet. So move the flesh from underneath the bum, zip the legs together. So you want to flex your toes back towards you, and if your hamstrings are really tight, you can have a generous bend in the knees, and if you want to make it more challenging, then stretch your legs out long, really pressing your legs into the mat. Inhale, reaching your hands up, and then exhale, reach forward. If you can, hold on to your feet. If you can't reach your feet, hold on to your shins or behind the knees, or you can use a strap or a towel. Inhale up past your toes. Exhale, fold towards your shins. Now try and bring your forehead down towards your shins and press the crown of the head towards your feet. Drawing your belly button back towards your spine as you exhale. Hold for 5 deep breaths. Trying to minimize the rounding in the back by pressing the crown of the head forward, lowering your chest and your forehead down to the mat. Flex those toes to keep the hamstrings switched on. Two more deep breaths. Try and come as close to your legs as possible. Maybe straighten your legs a little bit more into the mat. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, slowly release. Slowly bringing yourself all the way back up. Nice flat back. And then placing both feet onto the mat. So we're going to make our way down onto the mat. Place both feet on. Slowly lower yourself down. And just drawing your knees in towards your chest. Gently rock side to side. And then place both feet onto the mat. So we're going to make our way into bridge pose, final pose before we end our practice. Walking your heels in towards your bum. Make sure the outer part of your ankle is in line with your baby toe and about a fist width distance between your legs. Walking your fingertips down towards your heels, and inhale, peel your hips up off the mat. So options here, you can either have your hands down by your side, or you can interlace your hands behind your back, pushing your knuckles down towards the floor, or you can simply just raise your fingertips up towards the ceiling, plug your shoulders back into the socket. And we're going to hold for 5 deep breaths. Now push your hips firmly up, tucking your tailbone under, keep that lower rib cage down. 4 more deep breaths. Press the back of the head into the mat, keep your chin lifted off your chest. Keeping your feet firmly pressing into the mat, and your knees are tracking your big toes and next big toes. Do 2 more deep breaths. Last one. And then exhale, slowly lower upper back, mid back, lower back, all the way down to your tailbone. Hugging your knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side. And then for the final part of our practice, Shavasana relaxation, lengthen yourself out as comfortable as possible onto your mat, bringing your hands out wide, palms facing up, tucking your chin in towards your chest and gently lowering your head back down onto the mat. And just slowly rock your head left and right. Come back to centre, and if you haven't already, gently close down your eyelids. And just allow everything to settle. Allow yourself to receive all of the benefits of the practice. Just giving yourself a few moments of stillness. Behind closed eyelids, you disconnect. And you allow everything to recharge, to repair, and to replenish themselves. Just watch the breath as it enters and leaves the body. And how with each exhale your body relaxes a little bit more. Becoming heavier and heavier on the mat as you really sink back into the support. And as you slowly and gently begin to bring your awareness back into the body, start to deepen your breath once again. Start to bring some slight movement back into your fingers and your toes. And gently rotate your wrists and your ankles. And lengthen out your legs, reaching your arms back. Inhale, take a great big stretch. And exhale, draw your knees up towards your chest, slowly roll over to one side and press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head to your hands. We give thanks to ourselves, bodies and each other for taking part in this practice. Bringing your thumbs up to your third eye. Taking a deep breath in and exhale, release. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining in tonight. I have a new YouTube video on YouTube for desk and chair yoga. So if you're working from home, if you have stiff neck, stiff upper back, it's only a 20-minute practice and it's really good for relieving stress, clearing the mind, and yeah, just stretching out different parts of the body that can get tight from repetitive sitting. So if you want to check that out, do, and if you have any requests, like I said, just pop them in the comments below. So enjoy the rest of your evening, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.